Hey, it's Michelle coming to you with some kitchen inspiration. I'm making pecan crusted salmon for dinner tonight. I'm super excited about this. It's the first time I've tried it, so we'll see how it goes. So I decided to use my enameled cast iron skillet. It's about 3 inches deep. And the reason I chose to use this, because as I was thinking that I'm going to want to broil it at the end, and you can't broil in stoneware, but I can broil in my cast iron. I thought, okay, let me use my cast iron and then it'll be easy to do. So I melted some butter and some honey together in the microwave, and I'm using my chef's silicone basting brush. I've had this thing forever. I love it because you never lose the bristles. I'm just using a little bit. I want to coat the pan a little bit there. And I've got 2 pieces of salmon, which I just finished skinning. So I'm gonna lay them in here. That's why I coated the bottom of the pan, because I figured it would give them a nice little flavor. Let me just, I guess I can leave it there. I just wanna wash my hands. All right, since I had my fingers in the salmon. Okay, so I took my 2-cup prep bowl. I put in 2 tablespoons of butter and 1 tablespoon of honey. Okay, and I also need to add a few more things to this. I need to add some Dijon mustard, and I need 2 tablespoons. Seems like a lot, but guess this jar is getting low. So I have to shake it. Okay. And you're just using my adjustable measuring spoons. These are a great stocking stuffer. They come in a set of 2 and they slide. This one goes from a teaspoon, 1.5 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons, 2.5 teaspoons, and a tablespoon. And then the smaller one goes all the way from 1/8 of a teaspoon to a teaspoon, with all the measurements in between. Okay, honey, butter, and mustard. Just gonna whisk that up and set it to the side. Now I've got a few other things to do. So I need a 1/4 of a cup of chopped pecans. And I'm gonna use my food chopper to do that. Comes apart, it's easy to deal with. Chop my pecans, and it says finely chopped. Tuck them under there. If you want big pieces like for cookies, just hit it a couple times. If you want smaller pieces, hit it a couple more times. You can keep hitting it till it's practically invisible. And then you just take your food chopper apart like this, and you drop it into the top rack of your dishwasher. Okay. So I have a cereal size bowl here. These are my flexible cutting mats. These are the old ones. I love that they bend and pour. Fortunately, this was a little wet from the salmon, so it's stuck there a little, but you can bend them, which is so nice. And they go in the bottom rack of your dishwasher. Okay, so I got that in there. I need a 1/4 of a cup of panko. I'm not sure if this is a 1/4 of a cup in this jar. Let's hope. If not, I have another one. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna dump the rest in, there's only a little bit left. Okay, 1/4 of a cup of panko, and it says you can put in parsley, but I'm skipping that. Okay, so I'm just mixing my panko and my pecans. This is the small mix and scraper, which is actually the medium size one. This is my favorite size one. The big one's out of stock at the moment. I go with the small one anyway. I think this is a better fit. It just, here, I can show you the difference. It's a really old one. It's just slightly discolored, but you can see it's about 30% difference. Okay. I like this size better. I just think it's more functional. Okay, so let's go back to that. Flavor has melded a little, which is nice. I have my oven set to 450. So what's nice about the enameled cast iron is they can be used on the stove top or in the oven or on the barbecue even. So you have choices. Just gonna kind of spread this around evenly on here. My salmon's two different colors. There's two different packages, and I didn't realize I bought two different things. One called coho, which that must just be where it's from. Maybe it's a river salmon or something, and one called Atlantic salmon. So bought them in the same store. They were right next to each other. Had no idea I was buying two different things. But shouldn't matter. All right, I'm just gonna sprinkle this over the top. This is a really nice looking meal. This is one of those meals that like I will order in a restaurant, pecan crusted fish. You know, it's just, it sounds fancy, it looks fancy. You can tell it's really not hard to make. So if you're having company for the holidays, this might be a good recipe. As long as they're not allergic to nuts, this might be a good recipe to do. It's very, very simple. I actually, this recipe, which I altered it slightly. It's from onceuponachef.com. I just Googled it, you know, pecan crusted fish. Salmon, if you want the recipe, just let me know. I'm happy to help you. If you like this video, you know, feel free to share it with your friends, because I would love it if they would watch also. And you can follow me for more recipes and videos. Michelle's Kitchen Inspiration. Okay, so now I'm just going to pop it into the oven and bake it for 7 to 10 minutes. Probably at least 10 minutes because the salmon's a little bit thick. And then when it's done, I'm going to just put it up to broil for just a minute or two and get this topping nice and crusty. So that was my whole recipe. Thanks for joining me. Have a great evening.